Like thousands of others, you want a four-seater Porsche. You really do. But the next step is not so much the what, it's the which. The Taycan Turbo S is generally accepted as the king EV, but its petrol-powered equivalent, the Panamera, will be on your list too.
With a starting price of £142,100, this Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid Sport Turismo is a fraction more money than the Taycan Turbo S.
So they are both similarly priced and they have similar power, at least 700 horses. We are going to find out which car is best. First up, it's a road test.
I'll be taking the reins in this one. Well, Bex, welcome to the Porsche Panamera Turbo SE Hybrid Sport Turismo. Not to 62,
Yep.
3.2 seconds.
Ooh,
It's got 700 horsepower.
lovely.
It's pretty potent. In 2030, when the sales of fossil fuel cars are expected to stop, the e-hybrid won't even be on sale. But until then, it's a tempting package.
So what do we think about the interior? I am a big Porsche fan. I think that they just execute everything so beautifully, and this is no exception.
Yeah, 100%. Everything's well laid out.
Yep.
Even actually with the cluster here, you've got 5 dials, which is quite something to pack in.
I love it about Porsches that they put the rev counter smack bang in the middle, because that's what you want. You're a driver, you want to know the revs.
I tell you what is super impressive, this gearbox. So it's 8-speed.
Yep.
Can you feel that?
No.
I've just changed 3 gears. You can't even feel it. It's seamless. But what I quite like, it's in hybrid mode. You've got a button here on the dash, which when you click it, you've got actually 3 modes within the hybrid. You've got e-hold, which holds the state of charge. And
So you can use the electric later.
yeah, you got e-charge, which just recharges the battery. And then you got hybrid auto, which is Porsche's own strategy of using the two. So you just click and away you go.
Yeah. It's the efficient Porsche engineering at its best.
Now, should we have a little play?
Let's.
We go into Sport Plus.
Oh, yeah. Why am I loving this car so much, Karun?
Because it sounds like a car and it feels like a Porsche. I could road trip to the south of France and not feel tired. With the kids.
Yeah.
And not feel tired. It feels like a Porsche. It absolutely...
And sounds like a Porsche in Sport Plus mode.
It does.
Yeah.
This is true.
Oh, Karun, you're putting up a very good argument for this car.
For the next 8 years.
I'm gonna, yeah, exactly. I'm gonna have to dig very deep to beat this. Luckily, I don't have just any old motor to take it on. The Taycan is the Lecky Porker that has reinvented the wheel. The EV wheel, that is. And it's a step into the future for Porsche with a totally different design language influenced by aerodynamics. Karun, may I introduce you to the Porsche Taycan Turbo S?
That name makes no sense.
Why? Shorter than yours.
How could it be a Turbo S? It doesn't have an engine.
Yeah, details, schmeetails. Anyway, what you really need to know is that this car is quicker to 62 miles an hour than yours. 2.8.
Wow.
2.8.
Yeah, you know, I am a bit like you were conflicted in the Panamera.
Oh, yeah.
I am conflicted in this because I genuinely think that this is the best electric car on the planet.
I totally agree. Well, in which case, let's just wrap this all up now. I win. Yeah?
It doesn't sound as nice as mine.
You can mess about slightly with the settings of the noise. That's not too bad.
It's not bad.
No, that's
I
quite...
think it's a decent fake noise, isn't it?
Slightly sort of Barry White level rather than a Kylie Minogue pitch.
I like the fact that they bought into this minimalist electric revolution, if you like. Like the little gear stick there, just a little lever. The dash, smaller.
Yeah.
You know.
And the power dial is in front of me, like you had the rev counter.
The one thing I will say,
Oh.
I'm not sure the seats are as comfy as the other one.
I'm going to agree with you on that. it's just...
There's something different. I don't know what it is, because
Yeah.
I would have thought they just have the same supplier.
Yeah.
I also don't think that this center console is as user-friendly as the Panamera.
Yeah, we're lacking a few actual physical buttons, aren't we?
Yeah, lacking buttons. I think it's just a little bit more fiddly on the touchscreen.
When it comes to styling, come on, my white wheels. Who's not to like them?
Me.
Oh!
I don't like the white. I just don't like it. Overall, I love the look of it.
Yeah.
I think, you know, you look at it and go, it's a Porsche, but it looks different and distinct enough for it to be electric and, you know, something a bit different.
Yeah, it catches your eye, doesn't it? Like,
Yeah.
oh, wow, what's that?
I think they've done a great job of the styling. I really think it's a great looking car,
But a slight imitation.
but a slightly less nice imitation.
Yeah. Right, we need to sum up. Who's going to win? I've got great range and I'm quicker. But out on the road, I'm going to have to give it to the Panamera.
I think the Panamera just edges it.
Yeah.
That's the winner then, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, well done.
Okay, round one to the Panamera.
Splendid.
We just missed the turn-off.
Yeah. It's time for a 0 to 100 to 0 test. This is the bit where we say, don't try this at home. But we'll try it because it tells us the sheer stop and go. And performance cars like this must do both very quickly. This test is pretty much the only way we'll be able to separate the ultra-fast from the slightly less fast. Karun is up first.
The Panamera Turbo has got an incredible amount of power. It's got a 4-litre V8 engine, which does 571 horsepower out of that. And on top, of course, you've got the hybrid electric, which brings the total up to 700 horsepower. Now, I've also got 4-wheel drive, so clearly off the line, it should be pretty good, but the Taycan has also got that. So we'll have to see. I think I could be in trouble here because the power delivery of the EV will give the Taycan and Vicky a bit of an advantage. But let's see what happens. Hello there, VBH. Right, I'm at the start line. I'm going into Sport Plus mode. Let's see what we can do.
Okay, launch control on, and then I'm going to count down. Let's see if an ex-F1 driver can extract something special. 3, 2, 1, go!
Right, let's see when we get up to 100. This thing is so quick off the line.
So it's up to 100 and then braking.
Stop.
Okay.
That was a decent effort. I was pretty happy with that.
A traffic cone is placed to mark the end of the Go and Stop challenge. Only high-tech stuff on this show.
Right. I'm pretty pleased with that. That launch control is seriously impressive.
Oh my gosh, and the noise as well. You gave a nice burble along. It's very good.
You're just being nice to me because you know you're going to win.
I am, because I don't think you've got any chance. Bye. Allow me to demonstrate. Well, my friend, this is where you get to see the true advantage of an electric car. To start with, yes, I do have 61 horsepower more than you. I've got 761, but my pièce de la résistance comes with torque. With an electric car, you get 100% of the torque from the moment you hit the throttle. Boom! Otherwise known as software that maximizes grip and power. Best back it up now, hadn't I?
In theory, this should be a no-brainer for her, really. The car's way about the same. They've got similar amounts of power. If anything, the Taycan's got a bit more. And the power delivery of an EV off the line is going to be better. So, in theory, this should be a no-brainer for her. Hello, are you ready to go?
Right, I'm just going to put it in launch control, so the next time you speak, count me down, okay?
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my gosh! Oh, I've done this before. Oh.
That's ridiculous.
That is the second time.
No way you got to 100 there.
Yeah. I feel even more like my soul has been sucked out than the first time I ever did it. It's when I tested this car over a year ago.
Did you really get to 100?
I am actually in shock. It happened so quickly the first time. Let's look again.
How is this possible? I mean, genuinely.
Honestly, this is the second time I've ever done a launch control in this car, and it never ceases to almost render me speechless.
It's crazy. And also pretty conclusive, I feel that.
I think so.
I think so too. Vix, before you, I want to have a go. So
You
go
need
have a
to.
lie down,
You
and I
need
feel like I need to experience this because
Really do.
it
I don't want to come with you.
Are you sure?
No.
I feel like I need to try this.
It goes against our normal rules, but the Taycan experience needs to be shared.
All right, clear the track. It's bonkers. I mean,
It's just
That
ridiculously
first-
insane.
the first 0 to 60 is like any race car I've ever driven in my life.
How does it compare to a Formula One car? Because
Well, you don't have the wheel spin because of the four-wheel drive.
Yeah.
And you're not having to manage the slip. The launch is just incredible. I felt like I was in a race car. That's extraordinary.
I know, it's amazing. Amazing. A clear
Well,
winner for this
Clear
test.
winner.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
The Panamera was truly beaten, but it's 1-1 so far. A fast lap here is a great measure of handling, power, braking, and represents some real-world agility that you might need for your performance four-seater Porsche. First up, the Panamera. So this car's got a similar footprint, similar weight, similar power, similar price point to the Taycan. So it's over to you for a fast lap.
I am in Sport Plus.
Sport
Are you
Plus.
ready with the stopwatch?
Yes, I am. Ready with the stopwatch. Karan's F1 skills will push this Panamera to its limits around the track. Gosh, lovely brakes. They were very smooth.
Right. Tell you what, given the weight, it does shift okay.
Jeez, I thought we were properly on two wheels then. The body
Bit
is
of understeer
moving.
there.
The body moves a lot.
It does, but it's also quite understeery, if I'm honest. You do feel the weight. It's a little bit lazy on the direction change. Into the chicane. Okay, last corner. Get the nose in. Yes, yes. Oh.
Okay, so that was 46 seconds and 20. 46.20.
46.20. Okay.
God, that was really impressive.
Shall
Very
we
good
see
driving.
what the Taycan can do?
Yes, let's. Over to the full electric vehicle. So I'm just going to stick it into Sport Plus. So I'm being lowered down. All my toys are still on because you had your toys on.
Yeah. You just drive in 46.2 to beat. I mean,
That is quick. Honestly, Karan, that is really quick.
this is terrifyingly fast, this car.
Are you good on the stopwatch, my darling?
I will be. Come on, fix.
Okay, the race starts now.
The corner, Vix. Oh, God, it's good on the brakes. Oh, my God.
Understeer, just like you had.
But look how quickly it punches out of the corner, though.
Yeah, understeer. Its body control is better, I believe. I'm not feeling quite so
It's not as much roll, is
quickly.
there?
No,
Yeah.
no porpoising. Also, you braked at 105 miles an hour then. I just looked down, it was 114.
We know from the previous test, it accelerates super quickly. It's still a bit understeery. And up to the line.
So, what was the time? What was the time?
I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you. How are you feeling?
Oh, I feel I definitely could have gone quicker because I didn't quite have enough faith in the car.
Excuses, excuses. Right, it's time for the results of round 3.
Karan, you have kept me in suspense long enough. The Panamera did 46.2, which felt very quick. The Taycan,
You were a 45.2, so it was a second quicker. And to be honest, with that acceleration, I'm not really surprised. So 2-1 to the Taycan today. Well done.
yeah, well done. It's won our tests.
However, you've got to drive over 300 miles to get home from Wales.
Yeah,
So,
and you know how I hate plugging in and wasting time.
would you like my keys?
Yes, please. Thank you.
Have a good evening.
So the Taycan scoops the honours for our triple test. EV power triumphs over petrol. Well done, Taycan. I told you a Porsche would win.